Hi, this is Dr. Rogini. I'm going to share 3 tips to take those actions to accomplish your vision. Okay, so the reason why I'm sharing this is because a lot of you probably have amazing visions, have ideas that you want to do, you want to probably create a new business or maybe start a new job, whatever that could be, right? And somehow you cannot reach that vision, and that by the time you realize it's already 3 years or 4 years, you're like, I should have done that and it didn't happen. So let me tell you what you can do in order to speed the process up. This is based on my own personal experience and also based on my clients that I've coached over the years. Okay, so number 1 is basically make sure take that action ASAP. Okay, decide and take that action. You just have to let your brain tell your brain, I've decided I'm going to do this. Even if that action has to be tomorrow or 3 days after, but you're telling yourself, I've decided it. So basically what you're doing, you're anchoring that vision into your body. Because typically when we have a vision, the vision looks far away from you, right? Like it could be a big vision or a small vision. It seems like it's too far. But the minute you say, I've decided it, I'm going to do this, you're anchoring the energy into the body, and you can feel it. You can feel the shift right away. And now it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like it's a lot of work. It doesn't feel like, oh, I have to be motivated. It doesn't feel like you have to push yourself, but you will just do it. Okay? And this is, a lot of people ask me, like, I was always this driven person. There are moments when I got stuck as well. And even when I got stuck, I was able to get myself out of that, right? And I'm sharing this is because most of us, what we do, we give excuses, we give any reasons so not to do that action, right? And you have to be super aware, what reason are you giving to yourself? You may say, oh, I don't have the money, or you may say, I don't have the time, or you may say, oh, I'm too busy, I'm busy with my kids, or you may say, oh, I have another job, so I don't know if I have the time. What if I, you're probably attached to the other job, but you know deep inside, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. So you have to make that decision ASAP. So anchor that idea, like the idea, into your body and say, I've decided it. And then what you can do, you can actually list them down, what the actions you need to do in order to reach your goals. Okay, and you can create, like, if you're one of those who gets overwhelmed very fast, it does take practice not to get overwhelmed, but what you can do is you can write all those action steps down. This way it doesn't feel like a lot, right? So you kind of condense it down and take the most important things you need to do and take those actions. But the key here is the decision. It's not even you, see, you can write it down, but if you haven't decided that I'm going to do this, it's not going to happen. It will linger around and it will drain your energy, because back in your head, you're like, I should do this, I have to do this. So basically you're like this split energy and it's not serving you. I'm talking about here energy because that's so important for you to understand. You're thinking you're doing a favor for yourself by holding off on that project, but now in your back of your mind is like, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. When am I going to do this? This is my dream, this is my vision. And all of a sudden, the energy inside of you gets drained, and you will have less inspiration, less motivation, you want to call it, and you feel like you're drowning. Does that make sense? If you're resonating with this, make sure you leave your feedback down there, any comments you want, like anything that you feel like you want to share, write it down. Because if you feel like you're drowning, there's something you're holding back and you're not letting it come out and shine, okay? Which is you. Because the reason you have that vision, you're meant to do that. Yes, sometimes we could be distracted with visions that's not even really yours, but sometimes those visions you think it's not yours is probably you need to go through that in order to learn a lesson so you can do the next thing. Okay, so no matter what, don't hold yourself back. Does that make sense? Okay, so number 2, ask yourself, why do you want to do this? So you have this amazing vision, you want this new job maybe, Why do you want that job? What is so good about that job or the business or this new, like let's say you already have a business, you want to get to the next level of your business. Why do you want to do this? Maybe it fulfills you. You feel like you're being of service to the world. Maybe it's allowing you to get more income in. There's so many reasons, but you have to know why you're doing that. If you don't have that why, it's gonna make you feel like it doesn't push you. It doesn't give, like it's like it doesn't give you that deep inspiration. So you got to question yourself why you're doing this. It's like it brings your mission back. Sometimes I have to remind myself, why did I open my two businesses? My chiropractic business, which is Shakti Chiro, and my Imprana Integrative Healing, which is more the coaching and helping people to achieve success in all areas of their life. So I have to remind myself. Sometimes we do get distracted with regular day-to-day things, and it's normal. But you got to remind yourself why you're doing this, because sometimes we think it's just for the money, but at the end, it's more than the money. The money is a byproduct. Because you're doing this, you're getting that back, right? But you have to have a big enough reason in order to keep going, in order to push yourself to the next level. Does that make sense? So don't forget to ask why. So the first one, take action step ASAP, like decide and do it right away. And just tell your brain, I've decided, I'm doing this no matter what is in my way. In reality, nothing is ever in our way. We create that thing in our, it's an illusion. We say, oh, this is in my way. Oh, because my family is not supportive. I don't have the money. Or my parents are not supporting me. Or my husband or wife is not supporting me. At the end, it's just an illusion. It's a story we're creating in our head, okay? Number 3, create the momentum. It's always hard to initiate the first step. It's always a little bit more hard, like it's a little bit more difficult because it takes a lot of energy to get that first thing done. So once you do it, once you started it, the momentum will start, like it's just gonna have that snowball effect. It can't stop. It's like, you know, let's say you're one of those who doesn't like reading books. I know I've met a lot of people who don't like reading books and they give stupid excuses saying, oh, I don't know this, I don't know that. Really? There's a lots of information out there you can learn, right? And for them to take that first book will be like, oh, that's a lot of work. I don't know if I can do this. But once you take that book and get started, that momentum won't stop. Trust me. You will want to read more books because you start seeing how much you're learning from that. Same thing with building a business. I started my business in 2010. I have no clue about business. I was not trained in business. I didn't do any degree in business. I was trained in chiropractic, in science. I have no clue, okay? I don't even know how to handle money, but I put myself into that and I learned as I was growing my business. I was reading, I was learning from trial and errors. So take your action step. Don't say, I'm not ready yet. Or don't say, I can't understand English. Yes, there's people who come here from other countries who don't know how to speak English or whatever language you're speaking. Just learn it. I didn't speak English until I was 13. I was grown up in a different country. Okay, so if you want to get out there, like people here, like sometimes it's so funny, people who speak English really well, they hold themselves back from doing things that they can do. They have all these talents and they feel like they're not good enough or they're not ready. It's like me saying, oh, I want to be on the camera. Oh, my skin is not ready. My hair is not ready. And every time I give these new excuses, I will never do a video for you guys. Okay, so stop giving those excuses and just start it, and the momentum will, like, it won't stop. Like once it started, it's gonna keep going and it's gonna expand further if you allow it. If you allow it to expand further. Okay, otherwise it will start shrinking because every level we get into, you have to make sure you expand. You cannot let yourself shrink because when you might not even notice that you're shrinking because the drowning feeling is something that you get comfortable into it. You might not be even aware that you're drowning. Okay, so make sure you're aware. Make sure you're aware what you're doing, how your mind is processing, what are you thinking all the time. If you cannot take those action steps, if you don't know what to do, I'm here to help you. And we do have courses online, especially the one that I've created about a year ago. It's more than a year ago now. And it's helping you increase awareness. It is a specific yogic technique to speed the process up. It's not to get stuck with the yogic technique. It's to open up the channels and have awareness. Okay, so there's a lot of people who have no awareness of what's happening within themselves, and they keep blaming outside. You got to have awareness of yourself. What are you doing every day? Are you just one of those who's a whiner or complainer? Or are you one of those who's like, I need to get up and move and do the things I need to do? And with that yogic technique, you're going to have so much awareness, you will start noticing the things that you should not be doing, that should change ASAP. Okay? And the technique, what it does, it actually slows you down first to get awareness inside of you and move the energy that's stuck, and it clears your channels so you become aware and you're more energized so you can do your next action steps. What most people do, they meditate and they stay with those techniques and they get comfortable around it, and that's what they do all the time without going to the next level. Okay? So if you're interested, make sure you don't forget to book that one-on-one coaching with me. Through that course, you'll also receive a coaching with me, or you can do a separate booking just to do the 5. We have a 5-session program and a 10-session program. And they're 30 minutes long. So each session we walk through and see what's holding you back so we can push forward to the next step. Okay, and typically it's some stupid things that are lingering in our head. I'm saying stupid because I've done it too, so there's nothing wrong for you to go through that. But when someone can help you and push you out of that comfort zone, you can move faster and get your things done. Okay, and start to take those actions that you need to do for your dream life. Does that make sense? Okay, thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my page, and I love you all. And you don't know how much that you're helping me to get more ideas. All the questions you guys putting in there or comments you're putting in there is helping me to create more videos. Yes, I know a lot of people ask me to do chiropractic videos. We'll get back to that soon. At this moment, it's just my timing. They have other priorities. Remember, like when I say other priorities, is because I'm working on my coaching courses. I'm working on my coaching courses so I can so you guys can take those courses, and also I'm working on building my chiropractic practice next level. Okay, so see you back on the next video.